Looks like a elf took a shit on my nose.
Hello Lovebugs, Dina Jolie here, aka Siren Bella Says. I want to welcome you back to my channel. Today's tutorial went completely left and I'm so happy that it did. If you'd like to see how I came up with this soft glam, glittery, but still neutral look, stick around. I am about 45 minutes away from heading to work. Today I'm going in with my CYO Longlasting Foundation, otherwise known as the Lifeproof Foundation. I picked up the shades 103 and 104 off of the Walgreens website. These foundations are less than $7 each, and so far I am absolutely loving it. This will be my first time testing it out at the restaurant that I work at, so I'm curious to see how it holds up to the heat and humidity and the general grind. So I am already cleansed, moisturized, duly primed. I lightly set my lids with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer in the shade Natural. I will list all of my products down below, and let's just go ahead and dive right in. I hope this video finds you well, and I'm so glad that you stopped by to pay me a fucking visit. All right, I'm gonna give these a quasi pump. I'm gonna go ahead, typically I squirt 2 pumps out even if I don't use all of it. My face is feeling relatively hydrated. I'm gonna grab my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush, go ahead and give these girls a mix, and let's begin. I'm gonna go in with one more layer just to see if I can't smooth over these pores that are waiting for attention. I'm gonna switch my brush to, I'm gonna try out this e.l.f. foundation blurring brush. Go in with another misting. I usually use the CYO Lifeproof as a mixer for my other foundations. What the hell, what the fuck just happened to my, that was weird. All right. I'm gonna focus this on the center of my face where I really wanna smooth things out. I think I like this brush better than the softer Heavenly Luxe brush. You know, I still haven't found my holy grail application tool when it comes to foundation, and sometimes I think that fingers are honestly the best tool, just because they warm up the product so nicely. Always remember your ears, and remember to drag down your pretty neck, and that goes for moisturizer too. All right, foundation's on. Let's move on to it. All right, loves. Concealer is painted on. I went in with 1 drop on each side of the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in Natural, and my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in Light Pale. And I think I will continue with my Real Techniques sponge. And just go ahead and try to mesh this baby with my base. You know, I find with most of my base products that the longer that it sits on my face and the more that my natural oils have a chance to come to the surface, the softer my base looks. One thing about concealer that I find helps when you have textured under eyes is don't apply your concealer directly underneath your eye. Bring it down a bit, start blending, you know, a few millimeters below, and then work the product up, you know, and you don't even have to go all the way up to your, to your lash line if you find that creasing is an issue or if the product, you know, gathers throughout the day. Because by the time you've applied your powders and maybe, you know, blended a shadow, you know, that tends to do a good job covering any darkness, you know? And darkness isn't the Antichrist, you know? Shadows have a purpose too. And you can quote me. All right, I really like how that NYX concealer and that Maybelline concealer play together. I'm gonna have to make a mental note of that. Yeah, because the Maybelline concealer is a little more emollient, and I find the NYX concealer to be a little too heavy on its own. So I really, really like how those two combined. Hell to the yeah. All right. Okay. I like how my base is looking. What do y'all think? I'm wondering if, yeah, I think I'm just gonna apply a dot of the Age Rewind on my lids because they're feeling a little dryish. So today is my Friday, which means that I will work until about 2, and then I will have tomorrow and Friday off, which I'm very excited about. Okay, for setting powder, I'm going in with this Cody Airspun in Naturally Neutral. I also have it in the translucent, but this one has a bit more of a yellowish tinge to it, so I'm gonna see how she shows up on my skin today. I'm gonna dip my e.l.f. complexion brush. Be mindful that when you dig in, a crap ton of product comes back up, so get ready to bless your room. All right, I'm gonna lightly dust this onto my cheeks, especially here where that seam is, where it tends to get really patchy when I apply bronzer and blush. So I'm just gonna try to help it out. I try not to bring my powder too low to my jawline because I find that it tends to look very dry as the day progresses. As if you were doing a reverse contour, you know, and trying to carve it out. All right, I don't like to put too much, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, you should see my chair. This is a nightmare. I try not to put too much powder on my forehead or under my eyes or on my lids, again, just because it makes my skin look like the Sahara. All right, I'm going to do the center of my nose and the side of my nose. Normally I go in with a smaller brush, but today we're just going for it. And I will put whatever is left on my brush dusted here. All right, O to the M. I wish you could see this. This is a nightmare. Oh my God, it's like a cocaine deal gone terribly, terribly wrong. Okay, for bronzer / contour, I'm going in with this Black Radiance True Complexion Soft Focus Finishing Powder. I've had this for over a year, and I feel like I'm gonna have it for another 10. Really, really nice, goldeny, pigmented powder. All right, let's sculpt this face. And I'm using my e.l.f. Highlighting brush. All right, remember the first place you put down the brush is where you're gonna have the most pigment, so I'm actually gonna start at the top. See if I can't make this forehead recede. Remember, the larger the head, the bigger the brain. That's what he said. Oh yeah, look at these whites. Good God. All right, that warmed up the forehead really nicely. See if I can't cover up those silver strays. All right, going back in very gently to my bronzing powder. Taking care not to go down too far. We don't want it to look like a beard, unless you want it to look like a beard. Now I'm going to go in with another powder, the Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette. Nice and dusty. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush, pick up some of that product, and I'm gonna try to blend this out a little more. I'm gonna go under my neck. Make sure I get my ears, because the ears need love too. And I'm going to use the same palette to do a miniature contour of the nose. All right. If this is your first time here, my nose is broken. It is prominent and fickle when it comes to traditional contouring techniques. But it doesn't mean I don't like to give it a try. There's obviously a shit ton of shimmer eyeshadow on here because now it is all over my nose. All right. Oh, crapola. I've got glitter all over the bridge of my nose. And my nose is running. All right, I'm taking the contour powder. I'm gonna go underneath the tip of my nose, using the natural shadows as a guide. All right. Do you see? Like that. Can you see what I'm thinking? Can you see? Oh God, I'm about to get yelled at. I'm taking too long. Oh God, my nose, help. Help me, Rhonda, help, help. Oh, this is terrible, this is terrible. Abort, abort. Okay, I need some help. All right. Okay, I'm taking that Cody Airspun, grabbing some of the product. We're gonna be in business, at least I hope. I hope. Okay, I'm gonna take the same sponge and I'm gonna try to clean up. So much for no powder. Okay, this has turned into an entirely different monster. Holy mother, literally. Oh God. All right, while I'm here. Yep. All right, I need to hurry up. Oh my God, I don't even know where my brows are. Okay, let's do this. All right, well, apparently I'm full-fledged baking. All right, I've got my eyebrows on. I need to blush. Today I'm going to use the Juvias Place Saharan Blush Volume Dose. 6-pan, absolutely stunning. No mirror, but the artwork is phenom. You've got a highlighter phase. You've got a really rich, you know, pinkish reddish. You've got some satins. You've got a matte bronzer. And this is another sort of, I don't know if it's, no, it doesn't look like it has any shimmer in it. But I'm going to go in with this baby. I think I'm going to try and execute a super simple neutral eye. So I'm going to actually go in with this one. And I'm using a Pro Powder brush from True Beauty, which I found this at Marshall's. I feel like all good stories start with, I found it at Marshall's. But I really, really love this brush, and it's a multi-purpose brush. All right. Let's stamp this baby on. And again, I'm going in with the shade B. Really, really, really unique shade. Kind of plummy, kind of brown. Yeah, that's beautiful. And my experience with Juvias Place blushes is that they stick around, you know? All right, while I'm here, I'm going to grab, I don't have any of my brushes near me. God, it means I have to get up. Okay, this is a disaster. I'm gonna go back in with B, with this soft crease brush from Makeup Addiction. And I'm gonna go ahead and just run this through my crease. Really, really pigmented. And I'm tilting my head back just so I can really get a full view of my lid. And I'm taking care not to go in too far into my inner corner, because I find that if I go in too far with a darker color, it just closes off my eye. So I like to keep it nice and open. This is a densely packed brush, so I'm definitely gonna need to find a softer one. I'm gonna go in with this Farah, just pretty. No product on it intentionally. Oh look, my eyes are starting to water. It's about time. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Lena, which by the way is my sister's name. And I'm gonna try to blend out B with the shade Lena. I'm not even using the palette. I had no intention of using this palette for eyeshadow, but I figure while we're here, why not give it a go? All right, I'm just stamping Lena onto my lid. Oh yeah, I can hear the wind. All right, let's see. I'm taking this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, going into Tau. Tilting my head back again, and again stamping from the outer, 3/4 of the way in, and just building up that crease. Going back into Tau. If I could get paid 25 cents for every time I sniff, I mean, I would have quite the savings account. All right, so as you can see, super harsh lines here. I need a blending brush to really get that. This is not the shadow's fault, this is my fault. So I'm grabbing this Sonia Kashuk, just a blending brush, going back into Lena, and I'm gonna try to blend these babies out. Oh yeah, that seems to be doing the trick. Circular motions, really, really light pressure. Oh yeah, that works. Going back into Lena. There's not a lot of kickback with these shadows, but there's no denying that they are extremely beautiful and extremely pigmented. And again, while this palette is intended for the cheeks, she seems to be doing a perfectly fine job on the eyeballs. Yeah, I like that. All right, taking the same Sonia Kashuk brush, I'm gonna go into, I think I'm gonna go back into, actually I'm gonna go into Yara. Yara is the name of one of my cousins back in Syria. And I'm gonna kind of fluff this into the outer part of my eye. See if I can't create some depth. Oh, it seems to be layering quite nicely. Going back into Yara. And again, gently just pushing Yara into the outer expanded capital V of my lid. All right. Me gusta, me gusta. All right, I want a fluffier brush. Just one more. Just give, do I really have to get up? God, I do. I think I have to go into my room. Let's see what I got going on here. Voila. All right, what we got going on, kid? Aha! Look what I found. I'm actually gonna take this Moda Pro. Hopefully it doesn't have any product. I can tell that I've gone in higher on this side than I have this eye. Yep, definitely. All right, I'm going to take this fatter brush again. I'm gonna mix B and Yada together and see if I can't bring this up just a wee bit. Okay, seems to be doing the trick. All right, grabbing this fluffy brush, going back into Lena and giving it a go. All I'm really missing is a matte cream shadow to just kind of blend out, you know, closer to my brow bone, but I'm pleased. All right, now I'm going to go into Sola with my finger. Look at how pretty she is. And I'm just going to press, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, hell yeah. Sola is a stunner. I'm not gonna take it all the way. I'm gonna take it 2/3 of the way. Oh, hell yeah. Now, mind you, this is with my finger. I've never even dipped a brush into this pan before. But Sola is absolutely gorgeous. Look at her. Woo! Can I get a flat synthetic brush, por favor? Yeah, let's take this Morphe M167, going back into Sola. This is dry. This is without, you know, a wet base. This is just gorgeous pigmentation all on its own. And this is why Juvias Place has made such an impact on the Instagram and YouTube beauty community, because there's no denying how beautiful that shadow is. Imagine if you were doing a proper cut crease and really carve that lid out, man. That would be extraordinary. All right, let me get going. And it doesn't seem to be emphasizing the texture on my lids, which makes me so unbelievably happy. Let's see if I can't make these match. You know what? Sometimes the best eye makeup days are the ones that you didn't plan at all. I had every intention of using a Profusion, one of those $10 palettes that I picked up at, I think I picked it up at Marshall's. Oh my God, this is so unbelievably pretty. I mean, look at that. I mean, that was with the brush, that was without the brush. Definitely, I think, a little more brilliant with just the finger, but you know, the brush allows you to be more precise. I'd be curious to know how this layers if I wet the brush. Should we try? Okay, let's try. Digging back into Sola on both sides, grabbing my, I look ridiculous with this bake, my Catrice Prime and Fine, and let's go. What do y'all think? Did it make a difference? Let's go back in one more time without wetting it. Let's pat. I honestly don't think building her up is really necessary, if I'm honest. You know, I think 2 layers and you've got maximum. There she is. Look at that. Going in with towel. All right. And just gently going around the curvature of Sola. Oh yeah. Going back into towel. Actually, this time I'm just patting. I don't want to disturb any of the shimmer underneath it. I kind of want to keep this round shape. Going back into towel again. Just kind of hugging the outer curve. And I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to go back into Sola. And I'm just going to gently pat her at the seam where towel and Sola are conjoined. All right. I'm wondering if I should leave it like this or if I should put, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go into Yada and kind of put my brush at an angle and be careful not to go up too high. Just going to pat, pat, pat. Yeah, just to add a little depth on that outer corner. I love that these shadows don't have kickback. Again, it is marketed as a blush palette, but we have seen firsthand what she can do on the eyeballs. All right, fam, this went in a completely different direction, but I'm so happy that it did. I'm gonna hop off camera, dust off this bake, throw on a lip and some mascara. I gotta get going, but when I come back, we will wrap things up. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this long. I will be back. Hello, Lovebugs. Finally made it into the car with 4 minutes to spare, thanks to my beloved, who will not be making a cameo appearance today. Because he hasn't been to bed. He hasn't been to bed yet. Woo, the life of a bartender in a bar back. Okay, so the sun is doing weird things. All right, so this is the final look. Look at this eyeshadow. Can we just take a moment? It's not even a fucking eyeshadow. It's a blush. The way she performed on my eyeballs is extraordinary. I'm definitely looking forward to using it again with maybe a more well-curated plan. Yeah, as far as my complexion, I like the way it looks out in natural light. Up close and personal in the mirror, it was looking a little chunky, but when does your face not look chunky when you're looking in a mirror that's magnifying your pores by 3,000? I mean, unless you are a statue, your pores aren't gonna look good.
Or a newborn.
Or a newborn, but I've seen some ugly newborns.
Yeah, but their pores was on fleek.
Their pores are on fleek. All right, spoken like a true expert. So yeah, I am going to see how this CYO Lifeproof Foundation holds up. Please remind me to update you. I really like the way that my blush is looking layered over the Black Radiance bronzer. Eyebrows are looking dark. I am growing them in, hence why I've got so many strays. And as far as the silvers in my hairline, I'm not touching them because I don't know if I'm planning on going blonde again. I don't know what my plan is for my hair. So right now I'm just leaving my hairs alone, and that includes my armpit hair. TMI. All right, you all, I hope you have a fantastic work day or school day or day of respite. And I can't wait to come back and play again. Again, if you have not already clicked that subscribe button, please, please, please do your girl a favor and join the Syrian Bella Says family. And if you're not already part of my Instagram crew, you can find me at SyrianBella_says. I love you guys. Make sure to introduce yourselves in the comment box below. Peace. Hello, Lovebugs. Dina Jolie here, aka Syrian Bella Says. I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you're interested, what am I gonna say? I'm applying my blush and I was thinking, wonder what this would look like. Started applying my blush, and the more I stared at the palette, I was like, I wonder how these would look on my eyeballs. And bam, this is the look that came out of it. So if you're interested in seeing how I came up with this Super Bowl, if you're interested in seeing how I came up with this work ready, glam, but still approachable look, stick around.